Hello there everybody, Sam's Trains here. Welcome back to the railway and welcome back to Sam's Trains Live for the very final live stream of the year. That's the sad news, but the great news is that I've got a crazy live stream lined up for you, and also it is the Christmas special. So happy Christmas to everyone, happy early Christmas. Hope you're having a fantastic time. There's some crazy stuff, I'm not kidding, lined up. So we've got a new episode of Train Time to come today. It's my favourite episode of Train Time ever, so you're not going to want to miss that. I've got Elcheapo coming back for the very last time this year. So yeah, goodbye Elcheapo for a little while. Lots of trains to run, I've got requests to take. Thank you so much to everyone who sent one in already. I've been looking through them. Amazing stuff, they're all coming today. And of course there is the giveaway happening today as well. So stay tuned for that. We're going to find out who is getting the 3D printed models I made. But first of all, how is everybody? It is lovely to see you all here in the chat. If you want a shout out, jump in there and ask for one. Cream MC is here, hello to you. J Burn Model Railway says, hopefully that's an of ecstasy and not maybe, I don't know. James Hugendigic, how are you? I'm okay, thank you. I hope you are as well. EPT Train Spotter says, I love your Christmas jumper. He seems to be laughing. A lot of laughing faces there. I'm not sure why this would be in any way amusing to you. I suppose it does look quite funny with just the antlers, but there is a face below them. Okay, it's quite funny. Yeah, you can laugh. Hi Sam, the model barn is just great. Could you remotorise it? Oh yes, motorise it. You mean the sleigh maybe? Model barn. I thought you were talking about something else. Maybe that's what they call a Santa sleigh. I don't think so, though. I don't know. Either way. XRCun42, thank you so much. Nice request from XRCun42. Wants to see the Rapido J70 with Henrietta, box fans, and the LNER brake van. Absolutely, XRCun42. And thank you to everyone else. I think Mega Train Lover popped up. No, it was Mark7188. Thank you so much for your request. I'll do that. And it was indeed Mega Train Lover as well. Thank you. I did read that, and I will certainly be doing it. Eggy Eat, you may have a shout out. There you go. I do want to apologise actually right off the bat if I'm coughing and sniffling today. I have got COVID currently, but don't worry, I'm absolutely fine. It's just hitting me like a regular cold, and I only mention it because I feel the only reason it's hitting me like a regular cold, the only reason I'm not potentially hospitalised or even worse dead, is because I've had the double jab, and because of that I'm here, I'm able to work as normal, and after a brief period of isolation it will all be fine. But yeah, don't worry about it, and I apologise for the nasty voice and the coughing if it gets on your nerves at any point. Right, let's do a few more of these shout outs. Shining Time 4, let's see a J50 and another tank engine double heading, hauling some milk tankers and a suburban coach. Please forming a milk train. Alright, Shining Time 4, you got it. Thank you so much for your generosity. I like it. Let's see, right. Don't forget then, today is going to be giveaway day, and I will show you the stuff that I'm giving away. So this is to say a massive thank you to all the Sam's Trains Live supporters. These are being given away today. We're going to be finding out who's getting them. Third place is the hand-painted 2-plank wagon as designed and painted live on the channel. Only one of these exists at the moment, so it is completely unique. Then of course the second prize is the 2021 Sam's Trains Christmas wagon, which have now shipped to engineers, so that's the only one left and it's going to go out at some point soon. And then of course first place is going to be Uncle Fredrikson's amazing balancing coaches. The first set that's going out is the first prototype set ever made in the lovely blue, and then the second set is going to be the newest set I've ever made, which is fully hand painted by me into the famous Great Western colours. So check out the video description for more information, and thank you very much for all the support on the live streams. If you want to still get entered, do it quick because they are going today, like I said. And don't forget, if you want to have a request, thank you so much to everyone sending them in. You can super chat. There's a little dollar sign down in the chat, and you can send £5 or the equivalent. Choose the loco, choose coaches, rolling stock, whatever you like, and you'll have your 5 minutes of fame here on the live streams. All proceeds go back into the channel to help keep it alive, to help new reviews get funded, new videos, all of that good stuff. So if you enjoy the channel and you want to support it, that's how you do it. Thank you so much. I owe you one, I really do. And yeah, you guys, you do look after me, so I gotta always thank you for that. Right, let's see then. Oh yeah, birthdays. If there's any birthdays in the house, super chat for any amount and I will play the birthday song. And this is the last live stream for quite some time, so it's your last chance to get our request for quite a while. And of course, any that spill over from this episode will be put into a proper Sam's Trains requests video on the main channel. So if you missed the live stream, don't worry, you will go into that. If you want one during the stream, although we might already be full, but I'm not sure, send it straight away. If you'd rather be in the video coming out early next year, then send it later on if you want to. Anyway, we have Project Toasty, and I still love that username, who wants to see a rust and shunter with the railway cannon. I don't remember doing that before. I think maybe we did, and it worked. So yeah, we might be all right there. Lewis Hughes, thank you very much to you. Kelly Ashford Train, someone notices me at last. Sam never does till he sees my super chat. Well, Kelly, that isn't true. I noticed your message and it was not a super chat. Merry Christmas, Sam. I'm getting a Bachmann Class 37 for Christmas, says Adam Rushton. That is awesome. The Bachmann 37s are very good indeed. And Lefty 6 says their birthday is in February. Well, mine too. So we've got a little while to wait, I suppose. Harry Prince, thank you so much. William Hawke, Sam, do you have a hush hush yet? I do not, but I am hoping to get one at some point. It would be fun. Let's see. Love the Christmas jumper, says Model Railway Legend. You see, some people do like it. Not everybody laughs at the Rudolph jumper. Right, what say you we do some requests then? Let's have a look at what we have. So, first of all, we have Beaglington on Sea, who wanted to see the Busy Bee James with some Christmas wagons. And I forgot to say that, actually, yeah, Christmas special, so let's have festive requests today, and that is definitely a festive request. So thank you very much. Oh, and also my 3D printed bogey coach at the back too, so we got that. Second, middle line, we have Sideways 66779, who wanted to see the Irish 121 and the Bachmann Class 20 with Pullmans. Apparently I got this wrong the first time, apologies Sideways 66779, so I'm going to do that one live for you today. And then we have a very interesting Lemon Express on the inside line. Comes from Mayo Hosco, who wanted to see the Hornby Large Prairie with the Tango at the other end, HST style, with egg vans, a turbot, some tankers and a war well. And he did specify the brands to be on the tankers as well. So let's get these started. There's James. Let's see how the double-headed diesels get on. And let's hope that the HST train gets on okay. I'm hoping the Tango will pull the large prairie along a little bit so that it doesn't just go like a snail, but it probably still will, and it looks as though, oh no, it's not that bad actually. No, it's not too snail-like, I suppose. Foxy Gamer 11, could you do the Hornby E2 with 2 coach? I sure can, Foxy. The requests are £5, so if you want to donate the rest, I will totally do that for you. Harry Prince, thank you very much. I think I did thank you already. I think we've had a stoppage, folks. Who's surprised? Who's surprised? You know what, Tango? I have a good mind to leave you there all Christmas. Wouldn't that be nice? I'm slightly confused as to how I'm going to fix this, because I can't really get access down there during the stream. Oh. Uh-oh, something's gone badly wrong. Oh, that's so annoying. I hate these locos. I don't know which one is to blame. I don't know if my wires did it now. I don't think my wires did it. Oh, the prairie's tipped over. I think... I think it is a wire. It is a wire. Gosh darn it. Right. Apologies that my fat face is in the way, folks. I'm going to have to sort that out. Come back, Tango. It would be the Tango that falls foul of a wire, wouldn't it? That is so annoying. How does this happen? I should tell you, these wires are never in the way. Never. Right, the prairie can stay there. If I step on it, good, it's useless. Yeah, the wires, they're never in the way. They never cause a problem, except during a live stream. Oh, you just couldn't make it up, could you? Well, you don't need to, because it happens every week on live streams. Right, I'll give you the split screen again while I... or do you want to watch my rescue operation? I'll let you watch the rescue. So basically, in case you didn't see what happened, I moved the wire out of the way. The Tango was able to stagger forwards very slightly, just enough so that it was completely out of arm's reach. And then it stopped again with one of the wagons. Come here, you. Let's do that. More well, please. Okay. Careful with the war well, not careful with the Tango. Don't care what happens to it. Right, I think that is disaster averted. Well, it's not disaster averted. The disaster very much happened, but yes, no ill effects from the disaster remain. That's what I meant to say. Right, how's everything else doing? Hopefully we've got eyes on everything else. How's James doing? James is doing pretty good. He's handling his train expertly. Well done, James. Showing everyone else how it's done. Let's take another quick look at the chat. Wolf22, yes, you can have a shout out. I saw that one from earlier on. AZRail, thank you so much. Hope you had a good day as well. Williamtown, yes, I saw your request. And it's Harry Prince's 25th. Oh dear. Well, first of all, Harry, have a very, very, very happy train birthday. And the reason I say oh dear is because that means the Christmas song. No, not the Christmas song. My brain is mush this week. I apologise. The birthday song is nigh. In fact, it's not nigh, it's now.
Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday to you. Happy train birthday, happy train birthday. Happy train birthday to you.
There you go. Happy birthday to you, Harry Prince. And also, apparently according to Taggart 00, it's Sir Bereklay's birthday on the 22nd, if that counts, 131 years old. Who is that? Am I being ignorant? Yes, probably. Well, that was for Sir Bereklay's birthday as well. There you go. Happy birthday, whoever you are. If you're still alive, well done. If you're not, sorry to hear it. Okay, AZRail, yeah, I did thank you. And Kelly Ashford Trains, coughs and sneezes, spread diseases. Don't forget my Santa special request. You know, Kelly, it's already been done, and you will see it very, very soon. And they certainly do, Kelly, so you have to be careful with your coughs and sneezes. That is true. And Paul Bowman's birthday is next week, apparently, so have a very happy birthday for next week, Paul. Wow, you got a Christmas birthday. That's quite impressive. Zachary Kramer, thank you very much. You'd like to see the Backman Gordon with some LNER coaches. I'd like to see that too. And we'll do it because it's a request, so no problem at all. Right, awesome request, folks. Lots more where those came from, of course. But next up, oh, goodness me, that was a strange noise, wasn't it? We didn't hear it last week, but never did find out what caused the noise. It sounds a little bit like a clock, but I haven't got a clock up here or anything. I wonder what time it could be.
It's train time! Disaster edition! Hello and welcome to Train Time. I'm your host, Tennis Man. Now, I've watched the other presenters of this show talk about these terrible disasters, and I have to say it has affected me profoundly, to the point where I've had terrible dreams about all kinds of different bridge disasters, sometimes with me on the train. So today I've decided to share one of those dreams with you now. So, it was a misty afternoon in 1892 and a large goods train was carrying 100 tons of fertiliser across the March Hare Railway Bridge over the River Smith. Now when I say fertiliser, I mean poo. During the crossing, a large koi in the water below crashed headlong into the bridge. The reasons for this are unknown, although perhaps it was attracted by the smell of the fertiliser. Contrary to popular belief, it was not this event which caused the collapse of the March Hare Bridge. The engineers actually factored in koi attacks into the design, so they can be sure that it wasn't that. Rather, it was what happened next that caused the failure, possibly trying to emulate the behaviour of their sore brother, the alpha koi. The remainder of the herd of fish began to do the same thing. Now, the shockwave from hundreds of large fish hungry for poo caused the great fractures in the cast iron girders supporting the bridge, which caused it to fall down. So the poo train toppled into the water as the bridge disintegrated, and it killed all the fish on the way down as well, although that's probably not quite as significant as the poisoning of the river with 100 tons of cowpats. Now, the driver and fireman were both Olympic swimmers, happily, which is very lucky, I feel, and so they both survived, but thousands did die due to the accident, indirectly due to the cholera as a result of drinking the polluted river water. And for years, the carcasses, or carcae, of gigantic dead koi were washing up on the banks of the River Smith, which obviously terrified all that discovered them. So I'm going to finish off that story there. I'll say thank you very much for watching. I'm now going for a nice game of angle ball. I've been Tennis Man. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Playtime, playtime, playtime.
It's train time.
Playtime, playtime, playtime.
It's train time.
Well, that was that then, wasn't it? And Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam, thank you very much. You very rightly say to make sure Elcheapo and Tennis Man wear a mask and social distance. No request, hope you feel well soon, coy or vicious. Thank you very much, Adam, they certainly are. Tennis Man, I forgot I've got the C word, so you can't be here. That's right. Don't worry, I've been over here. Don't worry, you'll be okay. Oops. He'll be alright, he's okay. Those naughty koi, says Wolf22. Yeah, it was, I mean, I told Tennis Man to go and have his head examined after he told me the dream. I wasn't even fully convinced he should come on the show and talk about it, really, because people would sort of question his sanity for the rest of his life. I didn't want that for him. But he wanted to do it, so he did it, and that was it. Right, so long Train Time, my railway channel. That is true. Yes, that is it for Train Time for the foreseeable future. If you want to get it back, send us comments and messages about it, and I will consider doing more. XR Kun42 getting impatient for the King I ordered during Black Friday. So could you run a Great Western King class with Pullmans? I'm sorry to hear that, XR Kun. Thank you for the request though. And where did you order your King from? I'm sorry to hear it didn't turn up. That's not great. It's quite a while since Black Friday. Foxy Gamer, yeah, I did get the extra £3, so your request will definitely be done. Thank you so much. And J Burn Model Railway, yes, you can have a shout out, no problem. Wolf22 says, I hope you get well soon. Thank you very much, Wolf22. Like I say, nothing seriously wrong, it just feels like a moderate cold. Yeah, I'm lucky in that sense. But yeah, I'm okay. I feel like I could still be up here doing this. I've never actually cancelled a live stream, so it would have sucked if I'd have done that. So that wasn't happening. So, we've got more requests to do. Let's run some more trains. Now these are actually pretty cool, actually. I have forgotten to put some more wagons behind the middle train. So while I do that, I'll tell you about the others. So yeah, the one I like them all, but the one that really stands out to me is the one on the outside line, all the DMUs and such. So this comes from Alfonso Lapuce. Hopefully I said that right, and I didn't. The laugh at the end of your name was not because I found it funny, just because I found my pronunciation, which was almost certainly wrong, funny. Just to clear that up, probably shouldn't still be talking about it now, actually. I didn't want to draw attention to it, but I have. Anyway, wanted to see BR Heritage DMUs in a convoy. as they're quite neglected. So I've got 3 different DMUs coupled together, and we'll see how they get on. There's honestly no telling what's going to happen, so we'll find out. Then, it's a bit naughty pulling it along like that, but on the middle line we have the GG1 with the various American rolling stock that I have, and that comes from George Botterini, so thank you George so much for the support. And then over on the inside line we have one from Jonathan Kent, thank you so much Jonathan, who wanted to see Thomas and Percy with the mail train, because obviously Santa needs to get access to everybody's Christmas letters. So it's a bit late, Thomas and Percy, you should really have done this last week, so I'm going to have to send you at slightly higher speed today. Ooh, 70%. Can you believe it? And that mail coach is a bit dodgy on regular track, so we'll have to see what happens with it. And I've just noticed that this is not on correctly. It is now. There we go. Right. Ooh. I'm not keen on that mail coach. It does tend to. Hear that? Sorry about that. It's just the inner crazy person coming out there, and we've got the DMU Express and also the GG1 on the way very soon. So, Thomas and Percy, you've ruined. I hate to tell you that. Percy knocked off one of the wagons. Amazing, perfect. And also, I draw your that the derailments always happen right behind the bookcase, where it's most awkward for me to access. Welcome to my world, everybody. Right, what's happening to the GG1? Has it staggered around to the front of the room? It has. And it even appears to have re-railed itself. Phew, well, that's never happened before. It's always a massive calamity, usually. Yeah, well, Christmas time does wonderful things, doesn't it? Not usually on the railway, but it has today. There we go. Look at that DMU Express, that is super cool. Ah, love it. So that was Alfonso Le Pulse. Pulse, not Puce. That's why I laughed then. I said it wrong. Sorry for calling you Puce, Alfonso. That is my bad, not yours. Thank you, Jason Biggs. You want to see 2 of my a P2 and an A3 and an A4. Interesting. I don't know if I have a TTS A3 or A4 anymore. I used to have Gadwell, but that one failed, obviously. Ah, well. Let's have a look. I think I might have missed one. Terence Priestley, thank you very much for yours, and Merry Christmas as well. And Zachary Kramer, thank you very much for yours. Right. I heard a derailment, but I did not investigate. Oh. I think you will have seen what happened, and it needs intervention pretty quickly, because that's happening. Right. Oh, there's me. You don't want me. Right. Let's pull these forwards. Uh-oh. Quickly. Okay, there we go. That's the safe zone. I'm going to stop the GG1 just in time. Oh, no, I'm not. It crashed. I accidentally threw the controller into reverse, and that was not the desired effect. Right. I can hear a popping noise coming from the DMUs. Is that concerning? Let's get close so you can hear that. I think Bachman's Christmas diarrhea must have started early. That did not sound healthy. I'm glad someone found it funny. Sideways 66779. How are you? Can you run the Irish 121 with a rake of EWS wagons this time? And a Queen Mary, please. Thank you and have a very Merry Christmas. Yeah, no problem, Sideways. I can certainly do that. Right, let me stop the DMUs, who have almost come to a stop by themselves. I'm just slightly concerned about the whereabouts of Thomas at the moment, because I saw him run away from the scene of the crime, which in itself is a crime, but I cannot see him anywhere. Does anyone see him? Where is he? I can see Percy stop there, but Thomas doesn't appear to be with him. That is a very, very strange one. Come on, Percy, I'll have you. Thomas is completely missing. Did anybody see where Thomas went? That's very strange. Let's check this one. Oh, He ain't there, folks. Well, that's the end of Thomas. The Hornby Thomas has disappeared, maybe forever. That's confusing. How did that happen? Was it a magic trick? Am I lying? We'll see. Maybe he'll turn up later. I don't know. Merry Christmas, Marion Bond. Hope you and Joe are okay. Thank you for sending me a picture of Joe's birthday cake. It looked very good. Good enough to eat. Alex Dent says, there it is. There what is? Christmas Diarrhea says, Blueberry Tiger Fox. What do you want to bring something like that up for? Ugh. The pedal car guy, thank you so much. He says, have a merry Yuletide, Sam. Oh, well, you too. Thank you very much for the support. Thomas is dead, says everyone, but that's not nice. Thomas can't be dead. Thomas will never die while he's in our hearts. You know that. It's true. Do you have any Thomas and Friends locomotives from the show, says Paul Bowman. From the show? What do you mean? I have quite a lot of them, yeah, from the Thomas and Friends show. It's hiding from the crime scene, says Customize. Yeah, I think that's it. I think Thomas knows that he's overstepped a mark by abandoning the Santa's mail train like he did. And quite frankly, he's right to hide, because there would be big trouble if I happened to find him in the heightened state of vicious anger that you find me in at the moment. Anyway, let's not make this too crazy. Let's go and do some requests from last week. And what was that? Oh, that was William Soutar, 1638, who says, what is your favourite HO model and Merry Christmas? I think we've just seen it. I think it's got to be the GG1 for me, definitely. And Merry Christmas to you too. Okay, here they come then. These are leftover requests from last week, and there's some pretty good ones in here as well. First then, I've got quite an interesting combination here, something that I'm quite a fan of actually. I think it looks pretty good. So it comes from E350TB, and the request was to see the Thompson A1 on a fast goods train. Now, for some reason, I always run the A1 on passenger service. I suppose that's really what it's designed for, but not today. Today it's doing goods, and I think it looks pretty good doing it at a fairly good speed as well, a bit faster than I would usually run goods. And then on the middle line, we have a lovely request from Kelly Ashford Trains. Thank you very much for the support, Kelly, who, as always, because she loves it, has asked to see the Broome Manor locomotive, the Bachman Manor class, with a Great Western Santa Special train. Now, Great Western coaches on their own, I don't think would qualify as a Great Western Santa Special train, so I've slipped in some Christmassy liveried LMS coaches in there as well. Yes, they're not Great Western, but they certainly look a little bit more like what you'd expect to see on a Great Western Santa Special. So hopefully that's all right for you, Kelly. And then on the inside line, we have another one that I love, Air Knight. This is Air Knight's request, thank you so much, who wanted to see the Ruston with 3 LNER teak coaches. And it still amazes me that this Ruston doesn't seem to mind hauling 3 pretty large heavy coaches. Look how tiny that loco is, and yet it manages them without any problems at all. So Air Knight, Kelly Ashford, E350TB, thank you so much for your support, and I hope you enjoyed your requests. Another meaty freight train up next, but this time it's from Mega Train Lover. Thank you very much for the request, Mega Train Lover. You asked to see the 9F, you didn't specify which one, so I've gone with the Hornby one, Evening Star, with a long, with lots of O's, goods train and a brake van. So I've put on quite a lot of wagons. I've even added some more from the last request, and of course the BR brake van. So Mega Train Lover, thank you very much for the 9F request, and I hope you like seeing it with its long goods train. Then we have NWR Jasper and Willow Wolf, who asked to see a Terrier double header. So I've put my 2 Hornby Terriers together, because they are the best runners I have in terms of Terriers, with some of the matching coaches, the little 4-wheelers. So NWR Jasper and Willow Wolf, thank you very much for that. It's a beautiful combination. I hope you enjoyed my choice of coaches. And then we have a request from Boring Talking, whose request is not boring. So don't be so hard on yourself, Boring Talking. You wanted to see the 66XX going coal bunker first, so that's backwards, with 3 LNER teaks. So I've done that, no problem at all. Thank you very much, Boring Talking, for your request. And he said it's unusual or it's strange. I don't think that's too strange at all. It looks okay to me. So thank you very much to you. So thank you, Boring Talking, NWR Jasper and Willow Wolf, and Mega Train Lover. Very, very much appreciated. The next request comes from EdFlame4291, who asked to see the Crab class with mixed freight. So it's been a little while since I've run a Crab, and since it's the Christmas episode, I've decided to run the Christmas Crab. Today it's called the Christmas Crab, usually it's called the LMS Crimson Lake Crab, but yeah, I think today we can call it the Christmas Crab. And it's got a big
big mixed freight train, which it's handling very nicely actually, quite an impressive haul of that one. So that's Ed Flame 4291. Up next, XR-Kun42 has made a very interesting request to see the WD, the War Department Austerity 280 locomotive, with the most militarised train I can come up with. So I've gone all out with this. I've got gunpowder vans, war wells with tanks, and of course the mighty Bosch Buster railgun. So hopefully XR-Kun, that has risen to your challenge of the most militarised train I can come up with. And then on the inside line, a lovely idea from Fabri Trueno, who wants to see the J50 and the E2 double heading. Those are their favourite two locos, I think, with some fancy coaches. So didn't specify which coaches, so as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't get any fancier when it comes to coaches at least than Pullmans. So 5 Pullmans behind the J50 and the E2. Fabri Trueno, thank you so much for that, and also thank you to XR-Kun42 and Ed Flame 4291. Nice work everybody, let's go back to the live show.
Okay folks, awesome work with the requests. Thank you so much for those. Welcome back. If you've only just joined, welcome to the Christmas special where all things are festive, as you can see. And we've also got quite a few festive looking trains going around the track as well, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, I am going to be announcing the giveaway winners pretty soon. I've already got names inside the Christmas tin. This comes out thrice a year, and this is the most relevant time of year because it is a Christmas tin. I've got names inside from all of the entrants so far. You've still got some time to get in there. We're going for, well, another sort of videotape is going to play later on, and I'll write down any new entries in there, and then we'll draw 3 winners, I guess, and find out who's getting them. For now though, and Elcheapo's coming later, I forgot to mention that. But for now, we're going to do some Wall of Fame stuff. Eggy Eats, thank you very much, wants to see the Hull class and a Castle class with 10 Mark 1 coaches. 10! Wow! Well, you know, it's a good job you've chosen the Hull and the Castle then, isn't it? Because they will definitely manage 10, I should think. Sodor Dada Man upgraded to Engineer. That's awesome. Welcome to the Engineers. The exclusive live stream for this month, I'm thinking, will be Tuesday, although I haven't scheduled it yet. But if you're an engineer and you're watching, think Tuesday afternoon is going to be it. And then the Duke of Rawsome for a request, like to see as many terriers as you have pulling the Santa's sleigh. Call it the Santa Paws Special. Ah, love it. That's very clever, Duke of Rawsome. And I believe I'll have 4 terriers. 2 Hornby ones, the rubbish dapple one, and the old Hornby/dapple one, which is actually okay. It runs better than the new ones. Let's see. Christmas crab is awesome, says Johan Swanypool, to use the British pronunciation. Yes, I do love the Christmas crab. Very lovely loco that. Even the LMS crab is lovely too. Thanks for the suggestion where to get 5-pole motors. No problem, Tim Cumben. No problem at all. I hope you found some in the end. How do we enter the raffle? Eggy, the description down below will tell you how. Not that long to go though, so if you're drawing a picture or something, you might have to scribble it out pretty quick. Let's see. Alex Dent, have you heard of the passenger train called the 185? It rings a bell, but it's not really my sort of era, so yeah, it's not something I could describe in great detail, but yeah, I think I must have heard of it. Couldn't tell you anything about it. And Quagsire Studios, yes, you can have a shout out, no problem. Right, let's do some Wall of Fame stuff. So if you want to send in something for the Wall of Trajan, or Fame, that's how they're pronounced now, you can send them and they'll go up on the wall in this room to my email address, which is down in the description as well. It'll be next year before they get showed, but if you want to have one sitting in the inbox until then that is fine. So first of all, we have one from Hatab Shorts. I think it was an acronym, by the way. I don't think it's called Hatab. Maybe he is, I don't know. It looks like a B12 though. It looks really nice in the dark as well. So it's almost like a night winter scene, which I like a lot. Then we have Jamuel S. And when I was typing Jamuel's name, I did write Samuel J instead because, well, that's kind of my name. So yeah, that confused me, Jamuel. But thank you for sending in this awesome picture of a loco that I don't recognise. So it's nice to see something new once in a while. Then we have Lawrence L, who sent in this. I mean, this is just a wonderful bit of artwork. Look at this sense of motion you get from that. That is awesome. So well drawn, Lawrence. I love that. Some people like to draw just locos, and that's awesome, but when you sort of put it in motion and it's in a scene, yeah, it brings it to life, doesn't it? It's a different sort of art, I suppose. Then we have Ollie Kate, who sent in this. It looks very similar, actually. Similar sort of scene. Hilly. But obviously a photo and not a drawing. So that's nice. Thank you, Ollie, for sending in that. And then this is unbelievable. This is by a 14-year-old, folks. A 14-year-old called Logan, who sent this in via email. Man, I couldn't draw like that when I was 14, and I never will, regardless of the age. So yeah, Logan, you've got a job lined up in loco design or art or whatever you want, really. Yeah, absolutely amazing. And did you notice, folks? Look what I found. It's the Fat Controller Mobile. Brought him up here so that I could show him in this stream. Look how skeletal he is. Why is he bone? Oh, sorry. He's just crunched, head down. Ooh, that looks painful. Sorry about that, chum. Let's get you up. Yeah, why is he bone coloured? I don't understand. Is he very, very unhealthy? Is he driving to his doom? I don't know, but there is something deeply amusing about that, isn't there? Yeah. Horrific, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I found it. So I was wondering where he was. I thought he'd driven off into the distance. Obviously not. I managed to find him. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or not at the moment. I'm going to say good, because it's better that I know where he is, isn't it? But yeah, still disconcerting every time I catch sight of it. Anyway, we've got this one. I apologise, I don't seem to have put a name on this one. That was stupid of me. But it's a nice looking loco anyway, one of the Backmans by the looks of it. I have noticed that there's a wooden Thomas something over there, maybe duck or something. So that was a nice Easter egg. I'm sorry I didn't put your name on, whoever that was. We've got the Great Western 060. Tell you what, there's a lot of awesome drawings coming in at the moment, and I do love the original artwork, so yeah, keep it up if you want to. Look at that, nice, looks like a princess, I'm going to say. Maybe something Great Western, hard to tell, but very well drawn nonetheless. So yeah, well done, the Great Western 060. Thomas S sent in this. Now look at that. When I was a kid, I would have absolutely lapped that up. That looks amazing. I like the little sound system as well in the back. So I'm guessing he plays train sounds maybe through that. It's very cool. So yeah, thank you for sharing, Thomas. That I'm jealous. The 12-year-old me, which lives deep inside, is very jealous of that. We've got more original artwork here. This is from Fifi, and this is Gordon's Ghost. Now that is what you call Sam'sTrains fan art, isn't it? Look at that. Harry Potter scar and everything. Wow, how ludicrous. And thank you, Fifi, or Fifey, I guess, for liking it enough to want to draw something from there. Then we have Eric W, who sent me quite a series of photos, but I think this is my favourite, of the large prairie. Yeah, because it's quite a creative angle, isn't it? An angle you don't very often see in real life, unless you're on a footbridge, I suppose. But there you go, that is pretty nice. And I'm seeing in the comment in the chat that it was duck, according to Joshua W56. Ah, good, I thought it was. And then we have Polar Pendleton, who you've seen quite a bit in the chat, who sent in this. This must be part of his collection, or probably not all of it though, because you can see there's more in the background there. Yeah, what a lovely little fleet of locos. That Ruston is gorgeous, makes me want to get one. And of course he's got very good taste in the Centenary Peckett, which as we all know is a very good little loco. So that's it for the Wall of Fame, thank you very much. Up next we have everyone's favourite friend, everyone's cheap little soldier. It is our pal Elcheapans. And before he comes, I'm going to use this opportunity to add the additional entries into the, what's it called, the North Pole Santa's Express train tin, and after Elcheapans has been and gone, we will do the draw and find out who's winning. So no more entries please, all done with. And as I said in just a second ago, it's everybody's pal with a new pronunciation, because that's the way things go these days. It's Elcheapans.
I search for cheap trains, sometimes I review. It's apparently Elcheapo.
I like cheap trains, but I think I might have gone a little bit too far this time. Look at this absolute horror of a model train. I think it's very insulting to call this a model train. So this came from eBay, direct from China. It cost me £9.52. Sorry, it cost Sam £9.52. I don't pay for these things. And the listing title may amuse you. It's called A Scale That's an interesting claim. Handmade, again, doesn't look handmade, this looks injection molded to me, but maybe some Chinese man with a chisel actually forged this out of a large piece of plastic, possibly. Building model train for railroad scenery parking lot. That's probably where this was found and then put onto eBay, what do you reckon? Anyway, I don't know what it is, I don't understand any of the writing on the box because none of it is in English. It does appear to take batteries, which is insane, so maybe this thing is going to make noises. I can't believe this would have a motor in it for that amount of money, so I'm guessing it's just sound and flashing lights, but you never know, the Chinese can produce some amazing things for almost nothing. So let's get this out, let's see what we're dealing with here, and let's see whether this is actually the most horrible thing I have ever purchased. That's very possible. So the listing for this thing definitely said that this was HO, and I'm hoping that was not a lie, because if it is HO, I'll be able to test this on an HO track or double O gauge track. The problem is though, quite often when a manufacturer or whatever on eBay or AliExpress or anywhere says HO, it often is a lie, as we've found in the past with the Elcheapo stuff. Because of course if you put HO or double O on a listing, that will sell models, that will sell units, because people will think, yes, it's a proper model, I can run it on my normal track. So let's find out what the case is with this one, shall we? Let's pull this thing out. Wow, quality packaging. Oh dear. Let's undo these twisty ties. Twisty ties, I mean, that screams, doesn't scream quality model, does it? But then again, if you bought one of these for £10, if you looked at the images and saw the box, and if you got this thing out and you were surprised that this was not a serious model, then you would definitely have something the matter with you, wouldn't you? Right, can we get the twisty ties out? Yep, just about. It's probably motorized. Or is it one of those friction things where you like wind it up? I think that's probably what we've got here. But maybe it's got a motor in there to help drive it? I don't know. Anyway, let's look at this thing. So yeah, it's quite a glossy finish, I suppose. Oh my god, the doors open and shut. Look at that, opening doors. There is some cab detail inside there actually. I can see some seats. Besides that, it's very dusty. There is some paintwork on it, on the ends, I guess. It looks alright. I mean, for a tenner, it doesn't look too bad, does it? It's also quite clearly not HO, and it doesn't even have flanged wheels, so I couldn't put this on my double O gauge track, even if I wanted to. But I do want to know what this thing does if I put batteries in it and press that ominous looking red button. So let's do that and see what happens. I think everybody knows what's going to happen, by the way. You know that horrible sound chip that everyone hates? It's probably going to have one of those in it. But let's see. Are you ready? I'm a bit frightened to do this, but let's push the big red button. Epilepsy, anyone? What's that, all of you? Yes. It's making steam locomotive sounds, and it's flashing its lights in a very chaotic manner. And no, the wheels are not going round. Thank God it stopped. But you can do this with it. Goodbye! Hopefully it finds its way home okay. But home ain't here.
I found the cheap train and I did review. It's apparently Elcheapo.
Thank you, Elcheapo, for that. That was absolutely delightful. Thank you so much for using my funds to such great effect. And when I was playing with that little train, my hand was torn open on a sharp part of it and has left me with a permanent disability. So that's an extra feature that Elcheapo did not cover in his little video. So let's move on as quickly as possible before I lose it altogether. And oh, I found Thomas, by the way. Hang on. He'd tipped off the track in an undisclosed location. I went hunting for him when I'd finished with the giveaway entries. So that's that little non-mystery solved. And then we've got some more requests to run. So we have Taggart00, thank you so much to you. You wanted to see, what did you want to see? You want to see my Manning Wardle, which you always ask for. It's very flattering. Thank you very much for that. Manning Wardle loco with the Christmas train. Hopefully it won't sort of struggle too much because these resin loads are very heavy. So we'll see what happens. Oh, a bit fast. There we go, that's more like it. And then we have William Town, who wanted to see me double head 2 large prairies. So we've got the Hornby and the Dapple one. Hornby out in front, not a great idea. We'll have to see what happens. But there's no going back now, so there we go. Thank you, William. And then the other William in my life, William Babcock this time, wanted to... What's wrong? Don't tell me it is the Hornby Peckett. Oh, that's right, yes. I discovered this a little while ago. The Hornby, not Peckett, the Hornby Prairie doesn't seem to be able to handle curves anymore for some reason. I don't know what's happened to it. I haven't done anything to it, I promise, as much as I sometimes want to. I've pulled the front coupling out. Let's see if that's any better. It is. Right, front coupling. You are to blame. Anyway, where was I? William Babcock, yes. 2 pocket rockets, HST style, with 4-wheelers. Can't remember now if he said he wanted them really fast or not, but of course he did. It's William Babcock, so I'm going to do it at full speed. Wish them luck. Let's see what happens. Here we go. Please don't injure the Manning Wardle. Oh, perhaps one of them is a slower one. Oh, honestly, William, that was a complete accident. I didn't choose a slower one on purpose. In fact, they both look like they're slower ones. That is a bit of a fail, but I suppose they're still considered pocket rockets, aren't they? So it's not a total cop-out, although it is a bit. I apologise for that. Never mind. How's everybody doing? Everyone alright in the chat? Or have yoi, says Yoshio Marumia. Don't know what that means. Mum's Maniac says, you're alive, Thomas. Yes, thank goodness. Thought we'd lost him for a second there. I wouldn't know where to start without Thomas. Yeah, the giveaway is closed, says... Oh, is someone else asking? Yeah, no problem. The Mini Train Lover, if you submitted your request, don't worry. It's always a bit hectic during the live shows, but I always go back and read them, so none will be missed. As long as you donate the right amount, it will definitely be done. Don't worry. There we go. We've got the DMUs still about in the siding. Didn't want to be too hasty and ripping those off the track during a live show, because I quite like them. I don't want to damage them. See? I do know how to look after my trains. There we go. Sorry about the flitting around. I lost the plot for a second there. Let's see. And Eggy Eat, yeah, I did see your request. I'm pretty sure I read it out too. But yeah, any that don't get done today will spill over into and after 2022. Not after, during 2022. Yeah, you haven't got to wait a year plus to get your requests done. No, they will be done. They'll be done next year early, because I have run out of video slots. I've now got a video for every slot in the new year. Sorry, in the new year, what am I talking about? For the rest of the year. And I'm going to be uploading, I think, 3 videos next Monday, so hopefully no one gets too mad about that. Oh, the Manning Wardle stopped on points. Did Sam'sTrains make it, or was it Dapple? Oh, that's a shame. Go on, let's have a quick round with the Manning Wardle, because I think it might have stopped after its first lap. Can't have that. Here we come. And I did figure out the problem with the Dapple Prairie, by the way. Well, in fact, I didn't. Someone else brought it to my attention, and then I went and fixed it. So tune into the next episode of the Model Railway News, and I will tell you how you do it. It's not a complete fix. It still hobbles over the points, because I think the wheels are not supposed to be all to one side like they were. But it no longer cuts out, which is the main grievance. So now the only issue is the hobbling on the points, which I can live with, maybe some can't, and the slightly underpowered nature of the motor, I suspect. But yeah, apart from that, it's now much more satisfactory, but you shouldn't have to make modifications to the loco, and you know, a lot of people don't have the skill or the bravery to take a loco apart and find out what's causing it. That was the problem with the Manning, slowing right, well, the wheels weren't slowing down. My locos have decent torque, but yeah, with the heavy wagons going up this little incline here, yeah, it was slowing right down, and obviously the points, just cut it out there. Right, where's my tin? Where have I put it? Here it is. Right, let's find out who my 3D printed wagons are going to. They're already packed up, so it's a good job no one's requested them. Yeah, I should have said that earlier. Don't request them because I'm not going to have them anymore. So let's see. I think I will do a reserve, but seriously, if you entered, claim the prize. Claim the prize. It's yours. Because last time I did this, I think did all the prizes go to one person? No. Only one person claimed the prize on time, right? The second person claimed it within hours of the deadline, so I actually had already told the one person that had claimed the prize that they were getting all of them. Then I changed my mind and sent it to someone else because they did claim. And then the third person never did claim. They never did. So yeah, definitely get in touch and send me an email if I pull your name out, because you won some prizes. Unless nobody wants to win my 3D printed models, that's possible. But then you wouldn't have entered. So I guess these people do actually want them. I don't know. Right, so this is going to be third prize, and third prize is the 2-planker. All right, you ready to see? You can see, I can't. I just held up my hand without the card in it. That's no good. So it is third place, 2-plank wagon, Outline Storm 76. Well done, Outline Storm 76, and thank you very much for your support and for entering as such. Stay tuned. I will tell you what to do. I can't look. If I look, people say I'm choosing someone. Right, I'll stare at the camera as I usually do. Right, got one. Got 3. That's one. Right, second place then for the Christmas wagon is Al's Yard. There we go. Congratulations, Al's Yard. Thank you to you as well. Stay tuned for instructions on how to claim. And then the top prize, number 1, that is for the balancing coaches, 2 sets of balancing coaches, and all the couplings and stuff. Let's see who's getting these. Got one. It is Callum Dine. Let's show the name. Callum Dine. There you go. Congratulations, Callum Dine. Right, so here are the instructions on how to claim your prize. It's not a big deal. You don't have to sign your life away. So you must contact me before Monday. Okay, Monday. If you know, if you're watching and you know these people and they might not see this, please tell them. Contact me before Monday. Send an email to samstrains@outlook.com. It's down in the description. You probably have it anyway, with your postage address, and I'll post it to you. There you go. That's all. And if you didn't win, I apologise. As always, I would love to have everybody win. And one day it's going to happen. I promise. I will buy badges or something, just a Sam'sTrains badge, so that everyone can win. That would be pretty nice. I don't know if you'd like that, let me know. That would be pretty cool to do. But if you didn't win, thank you for coming along, thank you for entering, thank you for all the artwork you've sent in, thank you for the support with the super chats and everything else. Yeah, just thank you for being here, and I hope you've enjoyed the streams, even if you haven't won some frankly terrible 3D printed things that I have made. Although I think they do look a bit better when I've painted them, and hopefully I'll get a bit better at the old paintwork as time goes on. Anyway, still loads more requests to come, so stay tuned. Here come some more from last week. This next round of requests is quite an elegant round, I suppose, with the exception of this first loco, which is, you know, something that I'm proud of, but perhaps not quite elegant. But it comes from Crouching Tiger Hidden Adam, who wanted to see the Manning Wardle L-Class with some Midland-based trucks, so I've just got some old-fashioned open wagons, and an LMS brake van, which I've done, and I believe my brake van is an ex-Midland brake van as well, so hopefully that's ideal for you. And thank you for wanting to see my little Manning Wardle. She blushes every time someone asks for her. And then we have Jamie Bowman, who wanted to see, this is what I mean by elegant, by the way, the B12, okay, with some maroon coaches as a tribute to the real, preserved B12 before it's going into an 8-year overhaul. I didn't realise that was the case, but it does mean that that beautiful loco will be out of service for the foreseeable future, which is a terrible shame, because it's a nice loco that, but at least it's getting overhauled. I suppose that's the main thing. So Jamie Bowman, thank you for bringing that to my attention, and thank you for the support and the beautiful request. And then finally, on the subject of elegance, we have another XR-Kun 42 request, who asked to see the H1 Atlantic with Pullmans, which I think is very, very beautiful indeed. Again, one of the nicest combinations there is, if you ask me, because the H1 and the Pullmans just go together like a duck on water. So XR-Kun 42, Jamie Bowman, and Crouching Tiger Hidden Adam,
thank you so much to you folks. I really do appreciate it. Uh-oh, things are about to take a turn, folks. I'm not kidding. So we have this request from the mini train lover who wants to see the fastest pocket rocket I have with the egg vans at full speed on the outside line. Well, I can't see any way of getting out of this, so let's hit it with full speed. And I'll grab the camera as soon as I do. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Wow. Well, that's the mess that was made. I didn't catch it on camera, unfortunately. There's one of the egg vans. That is unbelievable. Let's go and see where the loco ended up. Oh dear. Right, let's get the breakdown crane on the job. Yeah. Ouch. There's a reason I decided not to run the other locos until that was over with. Didn't expect it to happen so soon though. Look at that one. Yikes. How did that even happen? I don't understand. Anyway, moving on. Back to normal then. Let's have something a little bit more acceptable by most standards. Not really, the mini train lover. Nothing wrong with your request, obviously. But this is a William Babcock request, another very beautiful idea from William, who wanted to see the large prairie. So I've gone with the latest Dapple one, because it is the nicest of the prairies I've got, with BR Maroon coaches. And I think that is a beautiful, beautiful pairing. So great idea, William Babcock. Thank you so much to you for your much appreciated support. And then we have Terence Priestley. Thank you so much, Terence, for you again. You wanted to see, this is quite an off-the-wall, out there request from Terence, who wants to see Pullman coaches with the Caledonian Pug and Smoky Joe at either end. So kind of HST style. The only thing is the Caledonian Pug is very, very slow and Smoky Joe is obviously not. So there's a big difference in the two speeds. Smoky Joe not looking too happy, but you know, who cares? Terence wants to see it. That's what Terence gets. But yeah, the mini train lover, William Babcock and Terence Priestley, thank you so much to you for your lovely requests. Next up then, a very lovely request from Shining Time 4, who obviously likes Peckets because he's chosen two of them to double head. So rather than just going for the 040 Peckets, I've gone for one 040 Pecket and an 060 Pecket, which is a cool combination, I think. And also, Shining Time 4 asked for a mixture of 4 and 6 wheel coaches, so I've got all of the modern ones that I currently own on there, which is a rake of 5. And so yeah, that's really lovely. Thank you, Shining Time 4, for that. Appreciate it. Then we have one from Vlad Kopetti, who wanted to see my two EFE Lemons, rather you than me, Vlad Kopetti. So that's the EFE 02 with the BT well tank, and just 2 Munsell coaches. And it's a good job he asked for just 2, because frankly, they couldn't manage much more than that. Well, at least I suppose they could together, but on their own, not that much more. But thank you, Vlad Kopetti, I appreciate the request. And then E350TB wanted to see, I like this one, the purple A4, so that's unusual in itself, with Pullmans yet again. Pullmans have been very, very popular today, and he had a special name for it. He wanted me to call it the Lumity Express, which I think is pretty creative and out there. So thank you very much, E350TB, Vlad Kopetti, and Shining Time 4. As always, so much appreciated.
There you go, folks. Awesome, awesome requests. And yeah, saw some comments about the speed of that 040. Yeah, that is unbelievable. I'm pretty sure I've never had an 040 go that fast. I'm pretty sure not. I'm not derailing on this third radius back here. That's never happened before. Yeah, that was quite, I don't know what's happened as my Gauge Master controller spat out a bit more voltage than normal. I don't know, but yeah, it was absolutely unbelievable. Eggy Eat says, when is mine? Well, if you submitted yours today, right? So if it's not today, which I don't think it is, then it will be done on the spillover session that I'll do in January. It'll be January of next year. So yeah, stay tuned and I will look forward to doing it. Thank you very much. Funny Gailey says, or Gally I guess, could you do the Blue Flying Scotsman? Well, you're in luck because someone has requested it and we're going to be running that before the show finishes. And Quagshy Studios wants to says, could you please review the Hornby Play Trains range? Yes, that is something I have thought about. Probably next year I will get one and take a look. Yeah, we'll see. And XR Kun says he saved his craziest request for last. Please run a Class 35 higher mech with BR coaches, the Hornby Black 5 coupled behind the coaches, and a Class 40 with the train of tankers coupled behind that. We'll see what happens, XRCon 42. I'm bound to try it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll give it a go. You'll find out. Okay. My Railway channel says, can you do train spotting videos, please? Yeah, I've not done those for a while. That would be good. Yeah, nice idea. Let's see. I am late, says the Flying Scotsman C. Or Scotsmac, I guess. A little. You are a little late, but it's all right. You can watch it back. There's no set time to arrive. Adam Rustard says, what loco are you getting for Christmas? Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm getting for Christmas. I've asked for one or two things, but nobody's supposed to know, right? Until the big day. But I'll let you know afterwards, I suppose. Anyway, let's do those locos, I promise. And there is the BR Blue Scotsman, for whoever was asking. So, on the outside line, we have a request from Polar Pendleton, who wanted to see J36 Maud with the Christmas train. So we've still got the Christmas wagons, except Maud is a DCC fitted loco, and this one's DCC ready. So I've had to run this one, but it's the same loco, just with different coloured lining and different nameplates, I believe. So we've got that with the Christmas wagons. Then we have Mega Train Lover, who wanted to see the BR Blue Flying Scotsman as promised, with some Blood and Custard X LNE Artiques. So we've got that. And then Raphael Wellard wanted to see the Dapol Prairie running behind the Dapol Mogul, which is quite nice. So two of Dapol's lovely Great Western locos together. It's a great idea. I don't realise why I haven't done that already. And then with some egg vans, I don't like that quite so much, Raphael. That's a bit dirty of you, I think. And then a load of coaches. I think he said 8 coaches, but I didn't have time to put 8 on, and it's too much of a mess to clean up if the egg vans cause a derailment. So I've got 4 coaches on, which I think is a bit more manageable. So let's give this a go. Let's set it up to 60 on the J36, which is always a bit of a slow runner to start with for some reason. I don't know if it's got the greatest motor. I think it's got a similar motor to the H-Class, if I remember correctly, but it's nowhere near as bad as the H-Class. But it is a little bit slow when it starts off, so a little bit worrying. Now, Kelly, I saw you in the chat during that last request session. I said earlier on, I'm very sorry that everybody can't win. And I'm especially sorry that you didn't win, Kelly, because I know you're a big supporter, but it's not a case of who's the biggest supporter, because that wouldn't be fair. I draw them randomly, and the winners are the winners. But Kelly, I want you to know that even though you didn't win, you are much appreciated. I don't always spot your chats when you make them publicly, because the streams are very busy and there are lots of people here, and I like to do a lot of other things besides just read the chat. But please know that you are much appreciated, Kelly, and I'm sorry that you didn't win. There you go. So no more tears, no more tears of anguish over not winning Sam's rubbish 3D printed models. Ain't all they're cracked up to be, Kelly. Don't worry about it. And then we've got William Babcock. Thank you so much. One of the last requests coming in. You want the D-Class with the Christmas wagons and a brake van. No problem, William. I will do that. It's going to be a bit miserable, isn't it, in January doing these Christmas requests, but it will cheer me up, remembering the time before Christmas. But yes, it will be done. It will be done on the spillover session, William. Thank you very, very much for the support. I do appreciate it. So let me go through and thank everybody from today. Colin Wykes, thank you so much. He was at work, so he wasn't able to catch the stream, but he did send a super chat, so thank you too. George Botterini, Jonathan Kent, Taggart00, William Babcock, William Town, Raphael Wellard, Polar Pendleton, Mega Train Lover, Mark7188, XR Cunt 42, Shining Time 4, Kelly Ashford Trains. There we go. Oh, she says, you better not get my request wrong, Sam. Or what, Kelly? What will you do? I'd be interested to see. Project Toasty, Lewis Hughes, Harry Prince, Foxy Gamer 11, who I do have your request. Don't worry, I'll do it. John C, thank you very much. Yours will be done as well. William Town, AZ Rail, Kelly Ashford Trains again, Zachary Kramer, Terence Priestley, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Adam. Your super chat made me laugh, Adam, so thank you very much for that. Alex Dent, oh, the terrible disappointment. It's time to end. Yeah, that's true, but you know, there's still more to come this year from Sam's Trains. We've got some of my favourite videos still to come of the year, actually, so I hope you'll enjoy those. Jason Biggs, Dan Gorey, Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you very, very much for your generous super chat. I'm sorry I didn't spot that when it came through. Sideways 66779, the Pedal Car Guy, have a very merry Yuletide to you as well. The Duke of Rawsome, Eggy Yeet, Logan C223 smiley face. He says, hi Sam, of all the trains you own, which is your favourite? I think that might be the Hornby Merchant Navy in the BR Blue. I very much like that one. XRCon42 again, Danny Anthony, just wanted to say thank you for all the great content. Well, Danny, apologies. You are most welcome. Thank you for being here to watch it, because if you weren't here to watch it, there would be no point in making it. So it's all thanks to you and everybody else, and also William Babcock as well. Your support is always very, very much appreciated too. Right, well, I think that just about wraps us up, folks, for another series of Sam's Trains Live. Thank you very much. I don't know what's happened here. Has everybody noticed this? How has this happened? The Great Western Locos have decided to reconfigure the train. Okay, maybe the coaches decided, we don't want to be near the egg vans, put us at the front, please. I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. It's been a blast, as always. I've really enjoyed this series. Train time has been a silly pleasure, hasn't it? I've really enjoyed doing that, so I think it might come back. I don't know. Shy Naughties, thank you very much to you. Loving your content as always, Sam. Could you please run the Backman Thomas, hauling as many wagons full of Christmas presents that he can handle? So not many then, Shy Naughties. Yeah, that's fine. I will totally do that. Next time, it will look out in January for the spillover video, and I will so do that. All right, folks. Well, I'm not saying goodbye and Happy New Year right now, because even though this is the last of the streams, still loads more videos to come out. Next week, got a new review of a new model coming, hopefully. We've got some model railway news, which should be fun. Let's see, what else have we got? Oh yeah, tomorrow it's going to be Salvage or Scrap, the very final episode. So tune in for that. Hope you enjoy it. And if the series continues to do well, I will make another series next year. But for the time being, that is the last one that was created. So Merry Christmas. Thank you for Sam's Trains Live, series 13. Yeah, that's crazy. 13 series. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a pleasure. Stay safe. Have a great Christmas. And for Sam's Trains Live, that is all. All right. Cheers, folks. See you very soon.
Hey folks, thank you all very, very much for tuning in for another episode of Sam's Trains Live. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another episode very, very soon, but in the meantime, please enjoy the videos that I'll be posting on my channel till then, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks again for your support, folks, and take care of yourselves.